My wife stayed at a barbecue while our son was in the ER, so I cut off her parents' payment. I texted my wife, "Our son is in the ER," and she replied, "I'm at my parents' barbecue. Can't leave right now." I sat in the hospital parking lot staring at it. My 12-year-old had collapsed at soccer practice. When I got there, he was on the grass, eyes glassy, lips turning blue. The paramedic said severe dehydration and told me not to wait. I drove like my life depended on it, one hand on the wheel while I kept dialing. I called my wife. Voicemail. Called again. Declined. By the third call, I knew she was choosing the party anyway. I left a voicemail and my voice cracked the whole time. Inside the ER, a nurse rushed me through quick questions, then pulled a curtain and told me to stay close. My son was on a bed with an IV in his arm, pale and trembling. He tried to sit up and winced. "Dad, I can't feel my hands," he whispered. "You're okay, they're helping you," I said, even though my stomach was in knots. "Where's Mom?" he asked, staring at the door. I squeezed his hand and lied. "She's coming." I stepped out and texted. "They said it could be dangerous. Please come now." Then, "He keeps asking for you." No answer. I called again and it went straight to voicemail. A nurse asked if another parent was coming to sign for treatment, and I had to say, "No, it's just me." My son tried to lift his phone and said, "Can I call her?" And I said, "Not right now, just rest." I went back in and watched the monitor beep while a bag of fluid slowly emptied into his arm. He kept licking his dry lips and asking for water, and the nurse kept saying, "Small sips, okay?" 20 minutes later, my phone buzzed, and I thought it was her. It was an Instagram story. She was on my in-law's patio, laughing with a margarita. My mother-in-law was grilling burgers like nothing mattered. The caption said, "Family first." Then I heard the audio and felt sick. My mother-in-law said, "That kid's always dramatic. He's probably faking it." Then she added, "Weak, just like his father." And my wife laughed like it was funny. I walked back into the room and looked at my son, asleep from the meds, and all I could think was, this is who they are when it counts. This wasn't new. They'd said he was too sensitive when he cried. They'd rolled their eyes when he got hurt. Once my mother-in-law told him, "Men don't whine," and my wife backed her up.